I'm Turk Strongman at the Ron Q Ramacharaka. Thank you for selecting this video on entities, the bastards. Before I continue, if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, do it now. Activate the notification bell feature at the same time. Share the joy of this channel with others. Starting now, give this video a thumb up, lest you forget to do it later. Entities, the bastards. Which one was I going to talk about? Man, I forget now. And oh yeah, I had a solar plexus attachment, an entity attachment, a solar plexus one. Now I didn't know that's what it was right away. I knew first off that it was right here, right there, solar plexus, it would kick in when I was not actively engaged in a serious drug addiction that I was seriously in. When I would, this didn't always happen with the drug addiction. That point had got reached years into it when suddenly I had decided that I was going to end the addiction cycle. I went into a drug recovery program. I got it under control. 7 months or so into learning to manage it. Then the solar plexus thing started to happen. And I engaged in the addiction again. And the solar plexus thing stopped bothering me. It was like there was no solar plexus thing happening. And then, when I would no longer had my fix or, got high, and that was wearing off, the solar plexus thing would come back. It got really bad, all right? It was a solar plexus attachment. It did not have my good in mind at all. It wasn't until I couldn't get rid of it. It came to feel like a living animal, a living creature inside my solar plexus, but not one that you could see if you did an autopsy. I mean, it wasn't physically there, but it was there in every other way. Like it's there, but it's transparent and it's not pushing aside anything else in order to be there. But it's there, right? And I could feel it clawing inside. And I wanted to claw open my chest to let it out, to get it out. I came to call it my gnawing Wolverine. Like just a really pissed off badger or Wolverine. And it was in there just going nuts, like spinning around and crawling. And then it would calm down when I would use the drug. That's the way it became. It wasn't until I sat down one day. I did this then for 3 days straight. A long period, many hours. The first day, it was at least all afternoon and well into the evening. I sat on the chair, very still, as calm as I could, feeling that gnawing Wolverine. And I practiced having no reaction to it. Whatever it took, just like fully experience it. I guess I probably did at one point. I was just like, whoa, I'm just going to experience it. And then I got the idea. I said, is that all you got? That's it. Because I'm still fine. Come on. You got to give me everything. And I'll bet I'm going to laugh. Give me all you got. Come on now. Don't be a sissy. Don't be a pussy. You don't want to create disturbance? Go ahead. Give it everything. Come on, let me feel it. It got a little more intense for a little while. It seemed to be at its limit. I could almost feel it straining a little. And so I laughed. And I said, so this was at the end of the third day. Well, yeah, it took 3 days. It took 3 days to get to this point. It went away. Never came back. So listen, entities. Yeah, they're all over the place. Fooling us after death. Calling themselves what they're not. Looking in another way than what they really do. Influencing. Controlling. Manipulating. Feeding on. We're acting angelic. Disembodied souls. Thought forms. Reptilians, insectoids, humanoids. Yeah. At all levels. Not all having physical presence, having a physical form or body. No. But strongly present nonetheless. Well, yeah, they're all over the place. So what do? What do you do about it? How do you think about that? They're trying to get stuck to you. Maybe you got one. Anyway, even if you don't realize it. Keeps influencing you to make bad decisions. Whatever. Drive too damn fast on the highway. Whatever. So what do? How do you think about that? I told you of a real experience I had. It's not the only one that I've had. But it was one. Yeah. It was a pretty bad one. Yeah. Pretty messed up thing, man. Whoa! Man, alright. So anyway, I told you about that. Such things are all over the place. And they're probably having a bigger influence on your way of being than you realize. They're coming from all angles. We do kind of stand out. Pretty hard to escape the radar. Well, alright, so what do? Here's what I recommend. You understand it. You have awareness of it. You remain cognizant of it. Fear of it? Nah, let that go. Let that go. That's not doing any good. I mean, what's the point? No, but awareness of it. Yeah. Entities and influences like mad. Sure. The universe is chock full of it. Chock full. Every corner. Chock full of life. It takes on a lot of forms, a lot of ways of being. Everywhere in the universe is a focal point of perception and consciousness. In one way or another. So, yeah, everywhere. What do? We accept it. We acknowledge it. We do not ignore it. But we do not ponder on it either. We accept it. We know it. We know it to be the case. And we maintain our sovereignty from it to the best of our abilities. We establish our dominance of will, the positivity of our will over others, no matter who or what. We pledge allegiance to no beings. We proclaim the sovereignty of ourselves. We establish the dominance of our will. I already said that one. And we live life. We live life in such a manner that we don't really have time to give much of a damn about all these influences because not interested. No, it's not interested in knowing. It's not interested in being influenced. Not interested in being involved in. Just not interested. Not interested. Just not interested. You have your own self. All right. You like the video? My wife said, oh, I'm asking everybody about you. How about you? Did you? Well, if you didn't give it a thumb up in the first place, then give it one now. Share the joy of the channel with others. Thank you for selecting this. Oh, yeah, subscribe, get notified. Thank you for selecting this video on, I don't know what it was. What was it? I guess you're going to have to go back and look again if you forgot. I'm Turk Strongman at Turk Be well.